Welcome to my second video. This is going to be a spoiler-free review of the crime of Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Now, let me give you a warning right now. If you haven't seen this movie yet and you're planning on seeing it, do not look anything up about it. Do not watch spoiler videos. Do not watch discussing videos. Do not read the reviews. You don't want the ending to be spoiled for you. Trust me on that. Okay, now that warning's out of the way. Oh, sorry. This is my kitty, Hannah. She's just out in the shed with me. Yes, down you go. Why I'm in the shed, you may ask? Long story. I don't know if I mentioned in the first view. I know I told you that I was staying at my grandma's, the house sit, but the reason was because she had a stroke and she was in a nursing home to recover. So she came home this week. So I'm still here trying to help her out. And my uncle came up to also help her. So it's been a long day, and they're in the living room trying to enjoy a movie. So I wanted to get this video out to you, so I'm out in the shed so I don't bother them. And it is cold. It is like 29 degrees out here. So yeah, fun. Winter's in the Midwest. Oh joy. Oh, yes. I know, Ultra Prayer yelled at me last week for having a script. So I do not have a script this week. I have bullet points. Yes, I tried to do a video without them. And I just rambled and I got lost in what I was doing. So, okay. Got that all explained? Okay, now. Good thing I had it. It is, to really enjoy this movie, it's very important to understand the first movie. See, now I actually just watched this movie because I knew it was singing on Tuesday. Because again, where I live, we're lucky and have $5 Tuesdays. So I saw the movie again on Sunday. So I was prepared for this movie. So I had that movie was fresh in my mind when I saw that movie. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Which was a good thing. See, now Tuesday, it's me and my mom. We always go see a movie together on Tuesdays. She had not seen the first one yet. She never got around to it. So I have help for that. There is a recap video, 7 minutes long. It is by Man of Recaps. It's very good. It helped her out a lot. So if a friend of yours or relative wants to see this movie with you and you have not seen it yet, I suggest watching his recap video. Again, it's called Man of Recaps. So his video should help you out. Okay. Oh, next is the rant. Yay. Okay. Now, I wanted to go in this movie basically blind. I did not want to have anyone else's opinions thrust upon me. So, I avoided almost every single trailer. The only trailers I saw for this movie were the ones before other movies. I did not seek them out. I did not watch them online. I also read no reviews and saw no review videos about this movie. Like I said, I wanted my own opinion on it and not to be clouded by other judgments. So, but unfortunately, because the media sucks sometimes, but spoilers anyway, because I said I was trying to avoid it, but through my news feed, I saw a title for a review called The Worst Harry Potter Movie Ever Made, Ever Written. I can't quite remember how it was phrased. But that got me thinking, this really isn't a Harry Potter movie. It's in the Harry Potter universe, but it has nothing to do with Harry Potter or his destiny or his struggle. I know his prophecy hasn't even happened yet. So, yeah. So it's like nothing to do with Harry Potter, so I don't know why a lot of people comparing it to Harry Potter. It's kind of unfair. I can think of these movies sort of more like The Conjuring verse, if you know what that is. You know how, like, they had The Conjuring 1 and 2, which are pretty the same. But then they have, like, the Annabelle movies. So, like, the first Annabelle movie had a clip, the beginning part of the first Conjuring. But that was basically all of the Conjuring that was in that movie. This is kind of the same thing. It has some of the same characters in it, but completely different situations in a completely different time. So I don't think it's fair to compare it to Harry Potter. Okay. Now, that's it for my rant on the reviews. So, now another thing. Now, this is not... I think another reason... One more rant. Sorry. I think another reason critics and people that are seeing this movie have an issue with it, it's not your... Sorry, blurry. It's not your typical movie. the characters, well, let's take Newt. He's like the main character in this. He doesn't go through the typical hero arc. Like Luke did it in Star Wars, and Harry Potter did it in, well, Harry Potter, and it goes all the way back to like Arthurian legend, where you have the child that grows up from nothing, learns from wise old mentors, does his arc, fulfills his destiny, and becomes completely powerful or very strong and good at what he does. So, in this, Newt doesn't go through the journey. He has his own journey, and so do all the other characters. They have their own arcs, which are individual to them. They're not the typical arc that you see, which I kind of find refreshing. So, sorry, that's enough about that. Which, again, Ultrafire's going to yell at me for this, but too bad. Okay, did that. Okay, there we go. Now, on to the review. Now, I see this movie as very character-driven. You deal a lot with the characters you saw in the movie, and like I said, this movie expects you to know what happened in the previous movie. So, there's that. I know a lot of reviews said there was no character development, but if you saw the first movie, there was. So you already know their motivations and their kind of mindset and their personalities. So, and you go through their arc. Now, a lot of it, of course, obviously deals with Grindelwald and what he does. And again, most people watching this are Harry Potter fans and grew up reading the books and or movies. But Grindelwald's very different than Voldemort. It's sort of like when you see him a lot, he's not in the movie a lot, but enough. And I will say Johnny Depp does a very, very good job of playing Grindelwald. He's usually over the top, and I know very charismatic and all this stuff. He's charismatic, but it's very downplayed. He's a very low-key character in this movie, which I like. It makes him, when he says things to people, instead of like yelling at him or sounding evil, because Voldemort looked and sounded evil. Grindelwald looks a little creepy, but he doesn't come across as evil. And he's more seductive when he's trying to get people to come to his side. It's like, he sees what's wrong with someone's life, and he's like, if you come to my side, I can help you get what you want. Truly, I can. And that's what he does with people. He's more low-key and very seductive and different than Voldemort, which is a very interesting thing. And it's interesting to see how our group of heroes from the first movie react to him. So you go through that whole journey with them and how they're reacting to the stuff Grindelwald does. So that's pretty much what the movie does, and you see more personal struggles. Each character has like their own struggle they're going through. Guess it doesn't go in depth as I would have liked because it's 2.5 hours long, but you see it and you know it's there. So depending on which character you like, what's the guy? The guy that played I don't know the actor's name, but his name is Jacob in the movie. The nomad or muggle, so you want to call him depending on what country you're in. He wasn't in it enough for me because I liked him a lot in the first movie. And this movie is not near as funny or lighthearted as the first movie either, which might be a turnoff for some people. Like I said, though, it's very well acted. The characters have good story progression. I like to see how they went from how this movie started, or how the first movie started, I should say, all the way to this point, and what got them there, and why they made the decisions they did. So you gotta see, because they all make decisions, and they all think they're making the right decision. Every single character thinks they're making the right one. And depending on what side you're on, they are or they aren't. Like I said, it's two different points of view. I think I did that. Yep, said that. Like I said, very well acted. I thought the CG was very well done. They have good action scenes. It opens with a good action scene, and it ends with a good action scene, and there's a couple spurts throughout. Like, again, they had creatures in there. They have this one really fun. I don't want to spoil him. I think it's a girl. I think you called her she. But she's just, I love her. She's not in it enough, in my opinion, but yeah, I hope you know what I mean when you meet her. She's pretty cool. So, like I said, I don't want to spoil it for you because I don't know if she's in the trailers or not because I didn't see the trailers. But she's pretty fun. Not in the movie enough. But, like I said, this movie's darker. You do good. Jude Law does a very good job at playing a young Dumbledore. And let's see. Good acting, good special effects. Oh. Sorry, again, Ultrafire's going to yell at me, but I need to do this. Now, if you have little kids, I don't know if this movie's made for them, Not that it's too scary or too violent or anything like that, but the themes are a little heavy and a little more, how could I describe it? I'm not sure. Like I said, the choices the characters make, they think it's all for the right reason, even if people don't agree with them. That's explained badly. So it's not like completely evil. I mean, we know Grindelwald is completely evil, but he doesn't come across that way quite right. And a lot of characters come across as completely evil. Some of them do, but they all have it's hard to explain, but like I said, I was doing so good and now I'm messing up. But like I said, if you take your kids to see it, it's more talking, a lot more story driven. Like I said, there are action scenes that are very well done. The themes in the movie might be a little hard for them to comprehend, but then again, it might be a good discussion point or starting point to talk with your kids about how two different sides can both view themselves as right. So, it might be a good discussion to have with your kids if you want. Like I said, you know your kids. My niece is 9 and my youngest nephew is 7. And honestly, I know them. They would not have been able to sit through this movie. So, yeah, sorry, this is a really long video. But they would not have been able to sit through this movie. They like action and horror, basically, unfortunately. Okay. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Hit the like if you like this video. Sub if you want to see more reviews by me. And the little bell to get notified when I do a new video. And next week, I might do 2 reviews depending. Every Tuesday, like I said, me and my mom go see a movie. And we do every other week. Who gets to choose the movie? This week is mine. Next week is my mom's, but I really want to see the new Robin Hood movie. And she really wants to see Widows. So we might do a double feature. We'll see. All right. And thank you for the 2 subs. I know one of you is Ultra Fire. I'm not sure who you are for the other one, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. And now I have one little small spoiler for people that are wondering about Dumbledore's and Grindelwald's relationship, if it's addressed at all in the movie. So if you don't want to be spoiled by that, you can leave now, and I'll see you next week. But I'm not going to go into detail, but if you want to hear if they say it or not, I'll let you know now. So, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. They don't come out and say it, unfortunately. It's very hinted at, and you get this kind of flashback scene with Grindelwald and Dumbledore when they were teenagers, or they must have been teenagers, yeah. And you can tell by the way they look at each other that it's probably something more. And at one point, someone told Dumbledore that Grindelwald was like his brother. He actually said he was more than a brother. And that's about as far as they go. So if you know it's there, you'll see it. If you don't know it's there, you probably won't notice anything about it at all. So, thank you again. Oh, and I forgot to do my quote, didn't I? Same as last week's, because no one was able to guess it. So I was born on the side of a hill. I'll see you all next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.